We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball next on the show. Michael Wacha gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Stepping into the box, Kevin Newman. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering on its way. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make them work for him. So that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. His career line against Wacha. He brings a 4 for 12 line. He's taken him deep once. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-1. This one's down to third. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
So now to the plate, Brian Reynolds. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. The 1-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Line drive, base hit to right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, a little top of the order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
Dero, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So a couple of hits here in the top half, but nothing comes of it. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Chris Archer will be on the mound for the Buccos. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
At the plate, Jeff McNeil. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, number 6.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
All right, Matty, they show up for game 1 of this road trip. They have to find a way to play a little bit better baseball. Coming off a recent homestand where they were only able to squeak out 3 wins. But at the end of the day, the way this team's been playing.
And that's through, a base hit.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Into the box, Pete Alonso. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First delivery to him on the way. Now a hard liner. Foul. McNeil gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 13 home runs and 23 driven in. One strike now from Archer. Ground ball right side. One there. On to first, and they get them both.
Batting fourth, the catcher,
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Here comes the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch. Got the double play. But don't kid yourself. There's still a guy standing on third base. He still needs 1 more out.
He's set. The 0-1.
1-1.
Ramos, a 32-year-old veteran. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Hey, I know this guy's in the final year of his contract, but everybody is enamored with slugging percentage and home runs these days. But the guys in that dugout know who leads this team in hits, and it's this guy.
Ready with the 1-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate. Nice work there to get the punch out, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1. We are still scoreless. Coming in for his first at-bat, Colin Moran. And we'll see if he can get out of this little dry spell he's stuck in. Not much offensively coming from him lately. And now a pitch on the way. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cespedes is there. One away.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Digging in, Gregory Polanco. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. Line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 44.
At the plate now, Kevin Kramer, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0. He pulls this one into right, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Two balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2.
3-2.
Full count still. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Stepping in now, Chris Archer, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. The 0-1 offering.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. No score here as we play inning number 2. And another foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. On the ground for Cano at second. Reined in. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. At the plate, Yoenis Cespedes. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First offering on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Reynolds is right there to take it in, and on one pitch, that's all for Cespedes.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Robinson.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. A hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Digging in, Ahmed Rosario, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. The 1-0 delivery.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing it that way.
3-1. Here it is. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Brandon.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. Set and the pitch, and he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Nimmo, a rare Wyoming native. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The pitcher, Wacha.
So 2 on with 2 away, and the veteran right-hander Michael Wacha will hit next. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
He's set. The 0-1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
You know, this isn't a ballpark that yields a lot of runs, so when you've got a chance like this to put some early runs on the board, it becomes really important to do so.
Sent on the ground out to second. Newman fields it cleanly. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping up now, Kevin Newman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The 1-0. Swing and a liner, but foul. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. Adam Frazier will be next. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
So here's Adam Frazier. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Conforto is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
Now to the plate, Brian Reynolds, a base hit in his first trip. Here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Ripped on the ground to first. He's right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back as the Mets prepare for their third turn batting in this one. And fans of the Metropolitans have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. To start the day, they are ranked among the league leaders in both home runs and slugging percentage. I asked some of the hitters about their approach prior to the game, and they told me it's all about pitch selection. They trust in their talent, so as long as they're picking on good pitches to hit and not getting anxious to swing in the box, they know that will translate into a lot of production. Certainly seems to be working for them this year, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Number 6.
First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Bell in foul ground. 1 away. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Alonso.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Conforto behind, the ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. That's popped up now towards short right field. Newman over to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Hit out towards second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Oh, but the feet of the shortstop is off the mark.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Now a hard liner. But this will be a foul ball. Comes set, the 0-1. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Cespedes behind, the ball and 2 strikes.
They doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
Two down, runners at first and second. Hard hit ball to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
first offering on its way.
Ball one.
Fastball just misses. That's ball one. One and 0. Here it is.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count. Not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
The 2-0.
Count is 2-1.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
2 out, bases loaded. In there, and it's full 3-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at third. And a shake of the head as that ball was hit hard, but it'll leave the bases loaded. So that'll bring up Josh Bell as we begin the top of the fourth.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Count of 1-1 to the Pirates first baseman. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And now a pitch on the way. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. To the plate now, Colin Moran, as he'll reach for one and come up empty for the first strike. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with one away. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the two teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
Here's Gregory Polanco as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
He's set. Here it comes. There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Two balls and a strike to count. To 2-2 now.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, the catcher, Jacob.
Now at the plate, Jacob Stallings comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way, and he popped him up, and that'll drop into no man's land out there for a base hit, and they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Chris Archer is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. No runs on 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball well outside. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Pirates leave them loaded. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the former top prospect Ahmed Rosario. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Yeah, he's gotten the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. No balls and a strike to count. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Standing in now, Michael Wacha, wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. To second for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
Thank you, Heidi.
The second baseman.
New inning set to get underway. At the plate, Kevin Newman. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. That's wide, 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
Swinging a hard liner to center field, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
In now, Adam Frazier. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing hard liner to left center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Yeah, Matt, back-to-back base knocks right off the bat here. As we take a look at the numbers, you see they aren't that bad, but he's definitely got into a no-out jam here. We'll see if he can get out of it.
At the plate, Brian Reynolds. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one.
Ball, 1 strike. Don't let him score.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Josh Bell the next to hit. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
From the belt, the pitch. Right side, hit hard. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Now a long throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, it's been tough to score in this one so far through the 5th inning, but that RBI base hit right there is a nice breakthrough.
Yeah, it's been a great pitcher's duel up until this point. They've been executing on the bump without question, but that RBI knock right there might set the tone for the later innings.
Into the box, Colin Moran. And he puts it on the ground to second. Cano has it to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. Home half of the 5th coming up. Pittsburgh leads this one 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
Third baseman, number 6.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Pitch on the way. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A bouncer to the left side. Newman's got it. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability to mess with the eye level of the batter.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he fouls this one off. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie. Two and two to the Mets catcher. And it's fouled away. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. This is line to left. Frazier is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The left fielder, number 52.
So we're runner at first here with two gone in the inning. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
He's got it. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Walker Lockett takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound.
Number 61, Walker Lockett.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Gregory Polanco, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Gregory Polanco.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 2.
Lockett, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
Kevin Kramer waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
So stepping in, Kevin Kramer. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted into center field. Nimmo in pursuit. He's there and records the first out.
The batter, the catcher, Jacob.
Striding into the box, Jacob Stallings. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
So now to the plate, Chris Archer. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Now the 1-0.
Ball, that's down.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Now the 2-0. Fouled away. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Soft liner to the right side, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. 1 left for Pittsburgh. Score remains tied 1-1. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He'll stand in against Chris Archer to get the inning underway. Here comes the first pitch. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Cano waiting on the 0-1. Swung on but fouled off to the left.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. The 1-2. Misses off the plate. into center field. Line drive base hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2. And he's able to find the knockout there.
At the plate now, Ahmed Rosario, as he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. The 1-0 home.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
From the belt, the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Stephen Brault comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are two on here with nobody out.
Stephen Brault.
Brandon Nimmo will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with two on and nobody out here. From the stretch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Brault, a 27-year-old, he was selected in the 11th round back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. J.D. Davis will get a chance to really deliver off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the bases loaded and nobody out. Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
And that catches the outside edge. 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Polanco. He can't get there as it falls in. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So here's Jeff McNeil as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Comes set and the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. They get the force at the plate. Over to Bell for the double play.
Now batter, first baseman, Wacha.
Ready for another shot now. Pete Alonso. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
So striding forward now, Michael Conforto. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And he misses with it. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now. 2-2. Here it is. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We're through 6 full. The Mets lead it 2-1. Justin Wilson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
7th inning ready to roll. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Kevin Newman. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First offering on its way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Wilson is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. For a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. But fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the left fielder, Adam Frazier.
Stepping into the box, Adam Frazier. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch on its way. And this is low, ball 1. Liner toward right center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Standing in now, Brian Reynolds. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. The 2-1. He stays alive, still 2-2.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Into the box now, Josh Bell. Fouled off. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Ready on 1-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Count remains full. Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Pirates leave 1. They're down 2-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilson Ramos. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The catcher, Wilson.
Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's okay.
Now the 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Under this one is Polanco, and he's got it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 52.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
That's the hero. They call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zips right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Runner goes. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
2 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. Newman brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mets go down quickly. They lead it 2-1. Dylan Betances has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 68. Dylan.
All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, Colin Moran.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. A ball and a strike. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Here's the pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Another try at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Stepping in now, Gregory Polanco, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Ball one.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is strike two swinging.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
The 1-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
In now, Kevin Kramer, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 home. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. Our score remains 2-1. Now at the plate, Ahmed Rosario. It was a walk in his last trip.
The shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Here's the first pitch to him. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Popped up, a leap, and what a catch!
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
So coming to the plate, Brandon Nimmo. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. On, he pops it up. Moran in foul ground, and no one will track it down. 1 out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Jake Marisnik will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They still lead it 2-1. Edwin Diaz comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
All set to start the ninth in this one. Digging in now, Jacob Stallings. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Two balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Jose Osuna will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 36, Jose Osuna.
Lays off 1-0. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Now a check swing, and we'll have an appeal down to first. He did go, says Patrick Johnson, so that's the first strike. 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. He'll try again 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Rounded down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And the pitch.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Ready now, Kevin Newman. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Too low, 1-0. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the 9th inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
To the plate now, Adam Frazier. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Mets have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
I expect this series to be a battle, so to take the first game at home is definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd a reason to come back tomorrow for what will hopefully be another solid performance.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Mets rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Walker Lockett earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Edwin Diaz hammers down the save, his 18th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 2 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 11